Let's have a look at Iron Man's skills and abilities in Marvel's Avengers. Starting out with his heroic abilities, his support heroic ability is called Arc Overload, which lets him do an energy burst that stuns nearby enemies as well as giving a defensive buff to his nearby teammates. His assault heroic ability is called Unibeam, where he shoots a laser beam out of his chest, piercing through enemies in front of him that you can aim at. And his ultimate heroic ability is the Hulk Buster, where he can use the Hulk Buster to do more damage as well as absorb damage in the Hulk Buster, but doing damage and attacking with the Hulk Buster reduces the amount of time that you can actually use the Hulk Buster for. You can actually press 1 to forcibly jump out of the Hulk Buster, and if you hold 3 for deploying it, you can mark a position on the ground and a teammate of yours on your strike team can stand in that position and they will be deployed in the Hulk Buster. They can use the Hulk Buster as any other hero in the game. How interesting is that? Iron Man has 4 different types of skills: melee, repulsors, lasers, and rockets. Starting out with melee, he gets the Iron Gauntlet, where he can press left click to do a combo attack of 4 different attacks, dealing more damage the longer he attacks. If you hold down light attack, you can do a thruster assisted punch uppercut that also breaks guard and does medium damage. While you're in the air, you can do an aerial assault by doing a combo attack of 4 different light attacks, dealing more damage the longer you're hitting an enemy, ending off with a flyback kick. While flying in the air, you can hold down light attack and dive down, slamming into enemies, breaking shields. You can use the next skill, Dive Amplifier, to increase the damage of that dive as well as the area of effect where you're landing by 35%. Looking at his repulsor attacks, his first one is where you can hold down right click to aim and press left click to shoot. You can do the same thing while flying. This does use your supercharge energy under your health bar on the top of your screen. If you hold down aim and you hold down light attack, you're able to charge a powerful repulsor blast that inflicts extra damage and also breaks guards. With your repulsors equipped, you're able to do a heavy attack combo of 4 different heavy attacks shooting enemies with your hands. And if you're holding down heavy attack to auto fire and shoot charge repulsor attacks at nearby enemies, you can deal more damage and knock them off their feet, also breaking their guards. With the Repulsor Strike skill, you can do a heavy combo finisher by doing 3 light attacks and then a heavy attack to also break guards right at the end of the combo. While sprinting towards an enemy, you can press the heavy attack button to auto-target and fire a dual repulsor blast at a nearby enemy. While dodging and doing a heavy attack, you're able to do a evasive spin that lets you fire 2 repulsor blasts towards an enemy. Switching from repulsors to lasers, you use your mouse wheel and right click to aim and left click to fire a focused laser towards an enemy, dealing more damage the longer you aim at an enemy. With the next skill, Energy Launch, you're able to actually hold down your aim and hold down the light attack to power up the laser to pierce through more enemy targets and deal more damage, so it makes your laser even stronger. With lasers equipped, you can do a heavy attack to do a sweeping beam that cuts through enemies, and you can press it 3 times to do a series of 3 different heavy attacks, doing a swipe, swipe, and a swipe. If you hold down your heavy attack, you're able to do a Whirling Tempest where you just spin around doing dual beam attacks, slicing up everyone around you. It also breaks guards. With lasers equipped, you can do a series of 3 light attacks and then a heavy attack to do a combo finisher where you kind of just laser all the enemies in front of you, also breaking guards and doing massive damage. While you're flying in the air and you do a heavy attack, you can do a laser scythe with this ability, breaking guards, as well as being able to do a series of 3 heavy attacks in a row, just slicing enemies across the ground. While you're flying in the air with lasers equipped, you can hold down your heavy attack to unleash both lasers simultaneously, firing in a line from bottom upwards across the ground, also breaking shields of the enemies. While you're on the ground and you do a dodge and then a heavy attack right after that, you do a slide forward, performing 2 laser swipes, striking all the enemies around you, for kind of low damage though. Using the mouse wheel to select rockets, you can fire off micro rockets by holding down right click to aim and left click to fire the rockets. You can also hold in the left click to target up to 4 targets and then let go left click to release those missiles to fire those targets at the same time, which is crazy. With the Smart Rocket skill, you can hold right click to aim at your targets and then lock down the 4 targets that you want to use. Let go left click to fire the rockets and it will seek out the targets like heat-seeking missiles, dude. With rockets equipped, if you press the heavy attack, you're able to do a quick fire rocket right at the most direct target for massive damage as well as a guard break. While holding heavy attack, you're able to fire off sticky rockets to nearby enemies, and also the longer you hold this button, the more rockets you can fire at them. You can also do a heavy combo finisher with the Rocket Strike ability where you do 3 light attacks and then a heavy attack, releasing a rocket right into the enemy there, breaking his shield and also doing high damage. While dodging and doing a heavy attack with rockets equipped, you can do a counter of fire ability where you can can kind of dodge backwards and just shoot off some homing rockets towards nearby enemies. And those are all the skills and abilities of Iron Man in Marvel's Avengers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.